Arashi Castles of Sin was originally an exclusive to the PSVR, but now the Final Cut version is coming to all platforms with a host of upgrades. Take on the role of the deadly assassin Kenshiro as you travel across feudal Japan to defeat the 6 Oni of Aiga, a bandit group spreading chaos across the land. Using a wide variety of weapons, tools and techniques, you'll infiltrate conquered castles, outwit your enemies and hunt down each Oni. Now the list of Final Cut improvements include HD textures, anti-aliasing, new lighting, shaders and other visual improvements. The boss encounters have also been rebuilt with new behaviours and fighting styles. There's also a giveaway in this video description where you can win one of 5 MetaQuest 3s given away by Skydance, so make sure you hit that link. This August, Crossfire Sierra Squad hits PSVR2 and PCVR headsets. It calls itself a military VR arcade shooter with single player and co-op features. You can drop into a variety of indoor and outdoor battle scenes with over 63 missions broken down into 13 single player campaign missions and 50 2-player co-op missions, or you can go on horde mode as a fire team with up to 4 players. Crossfire Sierra Squad has 39 different weapons, 17 types of enemies, and as we know, social screens and outputs rarely tell the full story of what's going on in the headset, but this looks like a full-on high frame rate rush, and going by these trailers and the few people I know who've played it, this is definitely one I'm hyped for. This August, Phasmophobia makes its way from PCVR to PSVR and consoles. It's a 4-player online co-op psychological ghost hunting game. You and your team of paranormal investigators will enter haunted locations filled with paranormal activity, and you need to try and gather as much evidence as you can. Use your ghost hunting equipment to find and record evidence to sell onto a ghost removal team. It's got cross-platform support, 10 locations with more free updates on the way. Now, I made a short hype video last week adding some gameplay showing one of the biggest VR jump scares I've ever had, which physically damaged my throat. In my 6+ years in VR, this is the scariest game in existence.
Time is a complicated business, isn't it, Asher? And you've managed to bend, if not nearly break it.
In Wanderer Fragments of Fate, you find yourself in an alternate apocalyptic timeline where the search begins for your grandfather's lost apartment and the mysterious artifacts that are hidden within. With the discovery of an unusual wristwatch, you forge a friendship and unlock the power to traverse time and space. I have previously reviewed Wanderer and I will put it up there as one of the greats in VR alongside Half-Life Alyx. Now, I know they are obviously very different games, but I've really gelled with Wanderer in a way that I rarely experience. My review did okay in terms of views in comparison to my subscriber count back in the day, but the full walkthrough video is currently sitting at 107,000 views, which proves to me this game is a good challenge for many players. I find it very hard to imagine anyone who isn't wowed by this unless you simply don't like puzzle games. Now, the game is being revamped for its next generation PSVR2 debut. The PCVR version looks like it's going to be updated, and the game already looks incredible. I can't wait to start this adventure all over again.
We presume the worst.
Firewall Ultra is the next evolution to the extremely popular Firewall franchise, coming to PSVR 2. You can enlist as an elite contractor and squad up for PvP and PvE multiplayer missions in this awesome looking tactical shooter. Now, since the announcement, it's been a slightly rocky road for Firewall once we learned it's more of a remake than a new game, and originally only had automatic reloading. I say originally because since then First Contact have confirmed they are working on Ultra mode to give players manual reloading, with cool features such as flashbangs that only impede your vision if you see them, meaning you can cover your face with your hands or close your eyes thanks to eye tracking, dedicated servers, and more than one round. I'm really keen to play this.
Welcome back for another week of career fulfillment and minimal social interaction.
Now, after some deep thinking, a surprising one on this list for me is Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. I never really cared about the franchise till I experienced it in VR, and it really got me hooked. For the sequel, we're getting all new games, locations, stories, and animatronics, and using cool features like headset haptics and hopefully eye tracking. This will keep players continuously jumping out of their seats, and I can't wait to live stream this.
So strap yourself in and get motivated to an appropriate degree. 'Cause you ain't seen nothing yet.
Which is fine, we found.
Madison VR now plunges you even deeper into its immersive and terrifying world. You must wield your camera to navigate through this nightmare or delve even further into its dark depths. You must develop photos in a painstakingly realistic way and prepare to come face to face with your deepest fears as you unravel the truth. Now, this game's really got me hyped. I've heard so much about the flat version that in VR this sounds like a horror game match made in heaven. Or hell. Vampire the Masquerade is a first-person adventure RPG where you take on the role of a powerful vampire. You must strike from the shadows using the crossbow attached to your arm, which can be used for both puzzle solving and combat. You must also drink the blood of both mortals and vampire prey to stay alive. It has a gritty main narrative that includes several side missions and dialogue options, explore a dark, mysterious Venice to improve your abilities, and become the most powerful vampire. You can upgrade your skills, purchase new disciplines to increase your stealth, combat, and traversal. At the end of 2022, while working for Fast Travel, I did some play testing, and in my opinion, this is one we should all be excited for.
Because if you don't, I'll make things very uncomfortable for you.
Little is known about Resident Evil 4 Remake's upcoming VR mode, aside from the fact we now know it's the entire campaign. And if Resident Evil 8 is anything to go by, we are in for a real treat. Not only was Resident Evil 8 great looking in VR, it played amazingly well thanks to some really well thought out VR mechanics, making it almost feel like it was always meant to be a VR game. With one more game left on the list, if you're still with me, please let me know down in the comments what you think of this video so far. Drop a like and subscribe for more content.
Oh, what's going on, Fred? Hold up. Allow me to show you how it's done. Nice, but... Oh, yeah, that's gonna do. Watch and learn. What the...
Arizona Sunshine 2 is the next generation sequel to one of the most well-known zombie games in the world. It was released back in 2016 and it went pretty viral on YouTube. Now in 2023 we finally get a whole new adventure again with the addition of shotguns, machetes and flamethrowers. The campaign also gives you a new best friend called Buddy. Thinking about it, dogs do seem to be a reoccurring theme at the moment, but that's really cool. Anyway, playing the original Arizona in co-op is still to this day great fun, but the visuals are looking very dated. Now, without seeing any gameplay, I'm pretty confident after playing After the Fall on PC, this is going to look fabulous on all systems, and I'm pretty certain we can expect cross-platform play. That's it for today, guys. See you next time.
Catch you later, Fred. Who's a good boy? Woo! Looks like today's gonna be a scorcher.